Welcome to Father Time by the Fire. It's going to be the second edition of it and hope you're going to enjoy it. Just hit that link that is going to lead you to the video. Please share it with your friends, and remember, every Thursday at 8 p.m. it's always fun. So it's going to be so fun. You need a father figure in your life. Watch this and you're going to enjoy. May God bless you. So I remember at one time you were preaching to us years back, and you were telling us some story about the current president of Uganda. You were like, when he was still in his teenage age, for him he loved a lot leadership. So like for him, he could sit down and imagines, if I'm with 10 people, how can I lead them? If I'm with 15 people, how can I lead them? And that's what is happening right now. He's a leader because he had that dream since. So when you are still in your teenage age, because you've been a sports personality since your childhood, did you have that plan that when I grow up, I want to carry a very big vision in this nation, like the way you are right now? Because like our basketball team has groomed a lot of people to even to an international level, to a national level. A lot of talents have paved ways for people's education and even having their lives given to Christ. So did you have also that type of a mentality when you were still a child, that if I grow up, I want to put up this sports facility, I want to put up this church facility? Did you have it as a child?
Well, I was excited about what I'll be doing, because what I'm doing now, that's what, like, I knew it was my calling since I was a teenager, and I'm gonna be doing it. But about like doing it at a bigger level, some of those things open up as you go on.
When you say doing this, do you mean like supporting the communities?
Working with young people, creating like platforms for gifts and stuff, that kind of stuff. But like I was saying that, like, things can get bigger as you go on. More things can, the vision, it can be more clear as you go on and stuff. But what happens through the process as you are growing with the calling and stuff is the confidence sometimes of like when you watch the things God has been doing in your life. That's where the impossible is nothing comes from. That thinking.
At what age did you come up with that impossible nothing?
That comes from like my process of traveling out of Uganda, going like Canada, America, coming back, the things I saw God doing in my life, the miracles, the wonders. Hey, call me a wonder boy.
So should we add that onto
the King of Katwe, the Wonder Boy? Impossible is nothing.
You know what my nickname was when I was young, when I was teenager? Super Boy.
Oh, Super Boy.
Yeah. I got friends I grew up with, they still call me that.
Super Boy.
Super Boy.
I remember that.
Boy.
You used to call me that. You used to call me that sometimes when I was little. You remember that? Yeah. You used to call me. You'd be like, "Hey, Super Boy."
Yeah, that was my nickname.
And if we may count, talking about traveling, if we may count, can you count down a number of countries that you've been to?
You know what happened?
Both in Africa.
I need to put that together.
You've been to a lot.
Not a lot. I've been to a lot, but not so much, I think.
The one that surprised me most was that you went to Japan.
Yeah.
What?
Went to Japan.
And you know how I ended up going to Japan? This is really funny. I got a friend of mine. He does a business in Japan. So he came to me and said, let's say it was like, today's what? Today's
Monday.
yeah. And then it was like, hey, I'm going to Japan. Like, I'll be going to Japan like in 3 days. But hey, Do you want to go? Are you busy? You know, do you want to go with? You know, so we are going like to spend like 2 weeks in Japan, then a week in Dubai. So it's like, no. So that's how I ended up going to
So you
Japan.
just-
Hey, that's the benefit of having like rich friends.
I didn't even know that you went to Dubai. You went to
you get
Dubai
an
as
every-
well.
I also didn't know that you went to
You get an
Japan.
event for
That's-
your air ticket.
Hey, that's what the rich boys do. What do you think? That I was going to escort him and pay for myself? Everything was paid for. What did you know?
So you're just grabbing your passport.
Hey, netujirinya
Kati obulenzi obwo.
Japan.
So how was Japan? Wow,
Hey,
that's
it's one of my
another.
favorite countries, I can say.
Wow.
How clean. Naibayonjo nyo nyo nyo.
Japanese
My
people are
Japanese have
clean.
got like take shoes in their house, even offices. So gina mu Uganda. It was really amazing. Never Japan, what you America? Abaduga. Whoa, it's American basketball. Abaita banawe. America babakubaganya nnyo.
So they see a superstar,
Right.
Superboy.
My Japan is too small space. Wali abantu nga there's people like in Japan when they park their vehicles they only leave a space to go through the window.
What?
You can't even open the door, go through the window and then go to your house. That's how
Meaning that if you're non-professional, you can't.
yeah, you're
So
parking
if you're
right
not
at
professional,
the
you
door.
don't stay in
somehow.
Japan.
That was like amazing. They sound like the bathrooms, the shower is small. It just
Yeah,
sound-
didn't you say that you had to like go to a different place to be
yeah,
able
they
to
have
shower?
they have these places in communities. Every single this one is the most like beautiful thing. Like there's a place you can go to as a community to shower and bath and swim. Kati balina amazzi ag'enjawulo, amalagala
And it's free?
ag'enjawulo. Yeah, you pay some money, but it's really beautiful. Like
So
abasajja ne bajjajja banaaba ne batabani baabwe
Provided baliyo basajja bo.
bokka beetambulira abaana abato na beetambulira were.
like they have different.
Kati nawe imagine nga nawe wali muddugavu go batambulira mu Bajapani nga bakumenya.
And you're the tall.
Imagine like walking around Japan.
Japanese are short.
I got a black.
And you're the tall black one.
So shyness is
Hi.
within your mentality,
Hi.
but not with.
Amazzi biki binyuma. Ebifo ebyo binyuma bibanayamu naye bayonjo. Yeah, Japan, they are very clean.
So they put like
People.
they have different spices for the water. Or?
Yeah, like batekamu amalagala ag'enjawulo. Biki.
So you can jump from here to there to there.
N'ogenda
Wow.
malala, kisawona, steam.
Wow.
Biba biyonjo.
That would be
Nnyo. Yeah.
Is it expensive?
No.
It's not expensive.
Japan is a very, very expensive. Hey, the second expensive country in the world.
It's Japan.
Yeah, next to Angola. You know what?
Angola?
Most expensive? Yeah, Angola in
In
Africa.
Africa.
But why?
How?
What makes it so
Why?
expensive?
Hey, like an apartment in Angola, in Rwanda, downtown Rwanda, can be like $10,000
What?
or 6,000.
Really?
The most expensive city in the world is Rwanda.
But how comes if they mention of rich nations in Africa? It's
Rwanda
not
or Japan?
Like, as
But I
in,
know Japan.
I mean
Rwanda is
Angola.
your number one, huh?
Angola.
Mm.
Like if we mention of rich nations in Africa, I don't hear of Angola.
Nanti kati bali expensive balinga mafuta biki nga bezinze wamu. And remember, because of the war, walinga obiyekera so abantu bakunganiyanga in the city, right? Abantu nga tebagenda nnyo bbali waliwo governmental. So expensive.
So Israel.
Matter
Israel.
that's another country I want to visit.
Angola.
Senegal, Angola. I want to visit those places.
If you ever want to go to like Nigeria?
No.
So
Unless I happen
No
to go.
interest in Nigeria.
unless if
Unless
you're
it happens.
Unless a friend pays for you again.
Yeah, unless a friend pays to
How
me.
about Rwanda?
Hey, when you pay for me, I can
When I pay.
You pay, I go.
How about Rwanda?
I've been to Rwanda different times. Azari has been to Rwanda.
so
When I was
Japan and Israel. I've heard you speak about Israel a lot of times. Japan and Israel. Which one was your favorite of the two?
And cut for they are all like totally different.
favorite in different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go like to like with beauty and stuff, there isn't like you wouldn't say like wow in Israel like the things you are looking at. You know.
You know, Israel and the way it's laid out, it's like a more developed version
Yeah.
of because like the hills and
Yeah.
stuff. It looks,
Yeah.
but it's developed.
Developed,
It's,
yeah. Unless you go to those Asian places.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
kind of reserved.
Yeah, where it's more like desert, like
And they set up like with Israel and Uganda, they are like so much the same.
yeah,
Because
So
of
much
the
the same.
hills.
yeah. That's
Like
that's what
Samaria.
I mean.
And there's this place near the school, near Heritage. You know, I was driving the other day when I dropped you guys off. Then I came from around the other side, by Bukasa. There's this one corner. It looks so much like Samaria. I would take you. Yeah, I was surprised.
So you are seeing Samaria in
Samaria?
Uganda.
No, in Samaria,
Yeah.
like
Have
you
you
have
been?
in Israel.
Oh,
You've been- yeah,
we went there.
yeah, went
Okay.
there.
So you are seeing Samaria in Uganda.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know, ako kapati ako kaine embeera zaako eri Bukasa. There's a corner like, but the buildings and stuff kind of reminded me of.
So it's like
Oh yeah, I remember when we went there, and then it was like
Yeah, like
yeah,
the
I
hills.
remember. I remember when we went there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
so.
But you told us that Japan has gotten high technology.
yeah, of course. Technology in Japan. Japan yakabi.
Mm.
You know, think about like in the railway station when you go in the toilet, public toilet. Imagine like in the railway station, like going in the toilet. It's like going like in a restroom in Sheraton or Serena. That's how clean.
Wow.
And this is a public toilet in the railway in a station.
Wow.
Wow.
It's amazing
The story.
how clean. See, I'm for Bayonjo.
Mm.
Yeah, Japan. No, never seen it. Canada is also clean.
But
But
Japan.
Japan is like there's something special about them.
The story made
Ate abakadde bangi.
Mm.
in Japan.
Yeah, you see a lot of old people. It's like carrying stuff. Abalimi farmers. Yamukakadde. Ngako kitetikidde ebintu byake.
Nsi ki esingamu like brands za fashion n'olaba nti baneno bagoberera ne fashion.
Japan bakabi. Ebyo nabo baganye shopping biki. Ate nkozesa gyakozesa amasimu temukozesa amasimu. We get like Asians with the phones, like when you go like downtown, like Tokyo, downtown, like some of the streets, how they use phones. It's like it's everybody's on the phone doing something. Yeah.
So it's like busy like New York City and stuff. Like,
Are you kidding me?
but Tokyo isn't it
You know,
huge?
it's huge. They are busy. But their busy is not so chaotic like New York. New York, New York, you got to be on your toes, like chaotic busy. Otherwise, it's when America city, New York.
One of the stories you made me laugh about Israel was how they use their water system, the recycle and stuff. And I already think about it and it makes my head confused of how
They recycle the
they
water.
recycle their water, the bathroom water.
Waters, yeah.
And that is one of the reasons why you made me love it and want to go there, like the fruits and the water recycling.
So those two places, Japan,
Israel.
and these are they inspired me in making like about like fruits and the plants. Yeah, Japan is like somehow it doesn't matter how small the space is, but always somebody gonna create space for a gardening.
Wow.
Olina abanga ayimayo obutungulu bubiri oba busatu naye abaako nekyalima n'obunyanya. You always got something, create space for that, either on the top somewhere.
Of the house.
Yeah, but here with all the space, with all the abundance, in the abundance of water, a fool is thirsty. You know that song? In the abundance of water, a fool is thirsty. Mwana, obusiru buba busiru. Kibi nnyo okubeera omusiru. Ate ng'oli mu kintu ekingi. Naye nga tokikyamu mugaso. Kati wano ffe twebakidde mu bintu bingi. Ettaka lyaffe eddamu, our grounds here like fertile stuff. We don't do anything with it. Imagine if like the Jews were in Uganda with
Yeah.
this.
Japanese.
Yeah.
They are like with the sun and stuff and background, they produce more fruits
Yep.
than any other place in the world.
And then
Hey,
and that
takali
place
yawe
is so
yonna
dry.
woliawa
Mm.
nona Uganda uswali muwogo biki
With the rain, with the
And
plenty of
Israel is
water.
small.
lazy.
Israel is small. Like
Small.
we basically went across the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
yeah.
Mm.
It was.
Yeah.
It's way smaller than Uganda. It's-
Way smaller.
Yeah.
So, Mwalimu,
And on top of that, like surrounded by its enemies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but how does it survive with its size? God is so amazing.
God stands on his word.
Mm. So, Mwalimu, if you were given a chance, let's assume it was part of your dream. Because if it was part of your dream, you would have already made it. But if you were given a chance, let's assume it's part of your dream, to become the president of Uganda. Kyomateeka nkimanyi what we know kujoga. But what would you change mostly?
Well,
That's a
that,
good
that,
question.
that has never been my dream.
But if it was,
Never
But
been
it
my
was.
dream.
mm.
Yeah. I'll be more tougher with people here because they are so lazy. They complain a lot. Jajja abonoonamu. Yeah.
You'd have to discipline us on the complaining and the laziness. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know, wakaaba nnyo government. Like, the
Government
government, the government will never do anything for you. Yeah. You have to look, for me, and this generation talks so much about government. Our generation, you wouldn't ask anything from the government. They are just shooting you around and stuff and beating you up. What are you going to be asking from them? Just,
You fight your way.
yeah. Yeah. Hey.
You can't ask for anything while they're beating you.
That's what became like a song, and I overheard it. Government etuyambe, government. And I think it lost meaning in my ears.
And it is still so common.
Like everyone wants
But what would be like the first like institutional thing that you would change? Would you focus on like
Would it be sports?
constructing more roads? Would it be on
No.
helping the
Dealing.
poverty,
More
or would it be
cinema.
on
Dealing with the corrupt people.
corrupt people? Eradicate corruption.
How,
Yeah.
how would you deal with them?
You deal with them with the Idi Amin way. Idi Amin Dada.
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist.
So me, I was reading, like someone posted an article on WhatsApp, and was like, at one time, I think it was just maybe a story. I'm not sure what I'm saying. I just read it somewhere and it made me laugh. Someone was like, at one time, Amin became so excited and wanted to change Uganda into the name of Idi. And people, of course, were so quiet about it because no one could come out to challenge him since he was so tough on people. So until one of his guy called Maria Mungu came out and he was like, I think the best way to beat this man is logical. Like by being so logical. So he was like, but Mr. President, we know you're the strongest president in the whole Africa. But the president of, like he mentioned of a certain country, was like, but the president of Sapia, like he named his country after his name. And you know what happened? People started calling themselves, people from that nation started calling themselves Sapians. So if we become people from Idi as a nation, will be like, they will begin calling us idiots. So the best president in Africa, there is no way you can be called idiots, and there is no way your people can be called idiots. So Amin was like, Maria Mungu, you're the best and most wise person that I've ever known. Let Uganda stay, and I won't tamper with the name. It will stay as Uganda, not as Idi. Anyway, so would you be that type of a president?
That
You
would
handle
change the
some
Uganda
things
too.
that- like Idi Amin anyway.
But I think that's, can be tough for anybody being a president. It wouldn't be easy. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff to deal with.
People have expectations. You also have expectations and changes and stuff.
But Azaria, gonna was politics and stuff. So
Zaria,
It's going to be the president.
Yeah.
Eh?
maybe
Okay.
he has the ambitions of becoming
The president.
one.
ruling you.
I can't be a
America.
president. I wasn't born. But can still be.
Impossible is not.
Azaria, what would
Hey,
be your country
Hey,
to rule?
you
America or
can
Uganda?
change the constitution for that.
Impossible is nothing.
It's a matter of changing the constitution.
So every
you can convince
Ugandan-
people and say, yeah, we're going for Azaria. Change the constitution for him. And it's changed.
And every Ugandan
Yeah.
can become a president. You know what? Impossible is nothing.
But you're asking what?
Like,
But how-
would
how-
you rule
how-
Uganda or America?
How
What,
would-
what
yeah.
would you go for?
If I could be a president,
Mhm.
I would choose here.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could choose either one,
Yeah.
because here needs rapid improvements. Like
Yeah.
it needs things done. So
Like very soon.
I mean, like if you want status, then I would choose the States. But I don't really care about status. I would rather fix things. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
But yeah.
nice. You fix instead of stairs.
Yeah.
Well, so Mwalim would be someone who is tough on people, most of the corrupt officials. Actually, here, the rich ones survive. The rich ones survive. You're in a traffic and you've been caught offside. You survive if you're financially stable. If you aren't, it won't work out for you. Yeah, so
The only time I love that traffic is when I see those guys, like the ministers, the big people. When you're both in traffic, I love that. When you're both in traffic, they're in traffic and you're also in traffic.
and there is no way that they can pass from the side.
Sometimes it's tricky. Like today I was in town and these guys, they even had to use like this route, like the route they're not supposed to use. And we were both in traffic. They were in traffic, we're in traffic. So I was like, that's good. You want to use some other route,
So
but
then-
you're both caught up. Yeah. So when you see such, at least you're going to improve. Like, you're going to improve the living and stuff. So I love it when you're in traffic and they're in traffic.
Nowadays, obusinga okunsanyusa is the way like we bribe them, because like it's now to this type of extent that you can't give him or her money like hand to hand. You're in public and you're giving them. So someone like I saw my friend telling him, officer, nkwatirako kale ku simu but money was put here and someone did something that challenged me. I think I
But
was
sometimes that's not a bribe. Sometimes that's being nice.
Yeah.
being nice. Being nice to
Yeah.
stop someone
So that
from
they be
arresting
nice
you.
to you. Yes.
Yeah.
When you're nice to them, they be nice.
Hey, listen, if I want a fast service, like
Yeah.
when I want to get my stuff
Ready,
fast and
faster.
stuff, and then somebody is gonna commit making sure
That I
I'm
get
not
it faster.
I'm not bribing them to do anything wrong, but I'm tipping them to making sure that they follow my stuff up.
Oh,
How is that a bribe?
Not really.
To me, that's not a bribe. Yeah, I'm just tipping them to work on my thing faster.
So you
Because
say-
to be nice.
bribe will be like when you're bribing somebody to do something wrong for you. Yeah.
Okay.
like to go against the law.
Yeah, to go against the law. But if I just want like fast service, that's being nice.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. What about that? God bless
Lesson
you all. We
learned.
love you.
Lesson learned. Be nice.
Wow, I loved the story today. I loved everything that we talked about, but more so I loved the traveling bit of it where his friend opted to pay for his air ticket and everything that was to do with this traveling, going out, enjoy with the friends. All this is a sign of favor, just that you need to tap on it by watching this Invite your friends every Thursday at 8 p.m. It's always fun. Please share the link to your friends. Stay excited about Father Time by the Fire. May God bless you.